Hello, and welcome to Romeo and Juliet, Section 4, Lesson 2, A Game of Telephone. Today you will read Act 5, Scenes 1 and 2 to determine how miscommunication is used to advance the plot and conflict within the play. You will analyze how dramatic irony is used to develop the tragic tone of the play. You will also add details to the text theme understanding tool. For this lesson, you will need the text of Act 5, Scenes 1 and 2, the text theme understanding tool posted back in Lesson 1-3, and your reading response journal. Before we start this lesson, let's look at our culminating writing task prompt. What theme is developed in the last scene of Romeo and Juliet? Choose one film version of the play and discuss what choices the director made when creating a film version of this scene. How did these choices enhance or detract from the themes developed in the play? Here are our learning targets for this lesson. Can you determine how Shakespeare uses these scenes to advance plot and conflict? Can you cite evidence to support claims about a text? You're now going to review Act 4 from Romeo and Juliet. You will use the text theme understanding tool posted in Lesson 1-3 to determine and analyze the meaning of the text. You will record your thinking and relevant supporting evidence on the Act 4 section of your text theme understanding tool. You will need to be sure to include the appropriate citation for recorded evidence. You will have 5 minutes to complete this activity. Now you're going to read Act 5, Scenes 1 and 2 from Romeo and Juliet, either in partners, independently, or by listening to the recording posted in today's lesson. As you read, I want you to consider the reading focus. How is miscommunication used in Act 5, Scenes 1 and 2 to advance the plot and add complications? Also, while completing this activity, I want you to think about the following. What news does Balthazar bring Romeo? How does Romeo react to this news? How does this reaction add a complication to the plot and move it forward? What does Friar Lawrence learn from Friar John? How does this news add a complication to the plot and move it forward? You will have 10 minutes to complete this activity. Now you're going to develop your response to the questions about Act 5, Scenes 1 and 2 from Romeo and Juliet. You will then share your response with the class in Nearpod. You will support your response with evidence from the text. The question that you will be answering is, how is miscommunication used in Act 5, Scenes 1 and 2 to advance the plot? As you work through this activity, I want you to think about the questions I asked earlier. What news does Balthazar bring Romeo? How does Romeo react to this news? How does this reaction add a complication to the plot and move it forward? What does Friar Lawrence learn from Friar John? How does this news add a complication to the plot and move it forward? You will have 5 minutes to complete this activity in Nearpod.